It was written over 40 years ago by the Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka, and it has now graced the stage at the National Theatre in Lagos.
It is no reason for you leaving your tail today or all day. We know the women will cover you in their basket, but when the wind blows cold from behind, that is when the foul nose is are you sure there is someone like me on the other side? Far be it for me to belittle the dwellers of that place, but a man is either going to be sacked or easy.
Inspired by a true story of tradition, Death and the King's Horsemen was written by the Nobel laureate 40 years ago. It's set in the Yoruba kingdom.
Just tell me, I need you on this journey, and I shall be behind you. You are like a jealous wife. Stay close to me, but only on this side.
It opens with the demise of the king and the expectation from his horsemen, Eleshi, who is supposed to follow suit to enable the king's spirit move to the afterlife, else it will wander on earth and bring harm to the people.
It did not in the time of my forefathers, it shall not in mine. But the cockerel must not be seen without his feathers. No, we did not high board be much longer without his nest.
But Eleshi the horseman loves life too much and is not anxious about fulfilling this duty.
Out the heart of the king's favorite horse. Soon it will ride in its boat of raffia with the dog at its feet. And together they will ride on the shoulders of the king's grooms through the four centers of town. They know it is here I shall await them. I have told them. My faithful drummers, do me your last service.
He remains foot-dragging and making some obnoxious demands for a man that has a date with death.
Eyes were newly eggs, glowing in the dark. Skin. Yes, sir. Okay, where do you all say I am? That radiance which so suddenly lit up this market at the post I knew so well.
That's a step already in the husband.
Why do you tell me that?
Today is your day.
The ritual process is disrupted when word gets to the British colonial ruler Simon Pilkings, who intervenes personally and salvages the situation which appears to him as barbaric. It also interrupts the masquerade party going on at his end of town.
Some strange custom they have here, sir. It seems because the king is dead, some important chief has to commit suicide. The king? Isn't that the fellow that died nearly a month ago? Oh, yes, sir. Well, how did they bury him then? Oh, they take their time about this thing, sir. The pre-burial ceremony lasts nearly 30 days. It seems tonight is the final night. Yes. But what has that got to do with the market women? Why are they rioting?
The result is catastrophic for the community. All fingers point to Eleshi, who shares the blame with Mr. Pilkings.
I hope you women know that interfering with officer in execution of his duty is criminal offense.
Interfere? He says we are interfering with you. You foolish man. We are telling you there's nothing there to interfere with. Nothing.
I am order you for the last time. Clear the road.
What road? Whoa. You are an officer of the law.
the hardest plays to direct, actually, because the language is rhythmic. You understand? And the play, first and foremost, is classical literature. So sometimes when you want to put it on stage, it's a great challenge. But it's been fulfilling producing the play.
Son, don't let the sight of your father turn you blind.
I have no father, eater of leftovers.
To save his father's face, tragedy strikes when Elishin's son, who has returned to Nigeria from studying medicine in Europe, takes on the responsibility of his father and commits ritual suicide in his place in order to restore the honor of his family and the order of the universe.
Usually in the Yoruba, tradition of the days, when the king dies, the election bar follows suit with him. But in the play, you find out that the election didn't go, and the younger election, the son, went instead. Meaning that it is left to the younger ones of this nation to take over what the elders have failed to do.
The news is too much for Elishin to bear, and he kills himself, condemning his soul to a degraded existence in the next world.
Forget even the living and turn your mind only to the unborn.
The play was directed by Mike Anyanwu and performed by the National Troupe of Nigeria. It was first performed in 1976.
How time flies, what a play, what a performance. And there is more to come on the program, but that's when you tune in next week.
Next week on Art House. The children's creative station ends at the National Theatre with this stunning performance called Amaniba. Then we enjoy this exhibition by Bright Eo and Anene Ifeanyi.
A man of fine words, I tell you. Christopher Okibo is our artist for this week. I still enjoy his work, such as Heaven's Gate, Distances, just to mention a few. And that's Art House today. You definitely won't want to miss next week's edition. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a lovely day.